Hi, today I'm going to be covering a music video analysis that I did for my English class. I covered a music video called Lotto by a band called EXO, and it followed these two rivaling gangs who were basically trying to take each other down and do whatever it takes to ultimately get what they wanted in the end. The first group, they're a group of gamblers. Their names are Jongin, Jongdae, Zumin, and Baekhyun. The second group is a group of misfits who are trying to take the first group down. They consist of Chanyeol, Suho, Sehun, and Lei. Then the last person, there's 9 boys in this group, the last person, his name is Kyungsoo. He acts as a double agent for the second group and kind of infiltrates the first group and gets a lot of evidence on them so that in the end they can really take them down. So you can see that Kyungsoo is a double agent because the first group does this thing, chicken fights, which is obviously illegal, but it does make them a lot of money. You can see Kyungsoo filming them in one of the scenes, and obviously he wouldn't be filming anything because then it could be seen as something that could really just hurt the first group. They wouldn't film anything like that, so it's obvious that he's for the second group and is really infiltrating them. The second group calls the police that show up in the end of the video or around the middle of the video. They call the police on the first group knowing that the risk of them getting caught and still going to jail is still there, but they do have the evidence on the tape that Kyungsoo is filming, so they aren't really concerned about it, but it still is a risk that they are going to get arrested and everything like that. At the beginning of the video, you see a girl, she's dressed in all white and she's like running away from something and you don't know what it is, and she seems really irrelevant, but she actually plays a pretty big role for the second group. She's like bait for the first group, so they take her so that she's seen as a victim. But in reality, she actually could be the person running the entire thing for the second group and trying to take down the first group. She's seen tied up like from a ceiling with like a long dress, and she's supposed to be like amazing. But at the end of the video, when everybody gets arrested, Chanyeol is he takes her and she pretends that she's unconscious because she knows that there's a blockade at the end of the road that they're at. The police take her, and on her way to the police car, she takes the tape from Chanyeol, so she has evidence that isn't seen as complicit from the second group. So her goal in the end essentially is to give the evidence for the first group to the police so that the second group can be seen kind of as like heroes instead of like accomplices. When the police come, there's 2 boys from the first group, the gamblers, who seem really relaxed, like nothing's gonna happen, so they're not really concerned that they're gonna get caught or that they're gonna go to jail or anything like that. But there is 2 other boys, Kyungsoo, the double agent, and then Baekhyun, who's just another part of the first group. They're fighting against the police officers, so Kyungsoo locks himself in a cage because he panics, and that's just another thing that he's never been there before and he doesn't know what he's doing. But Baekhyun is fighting off the police, so that can be seen as something that he's doing to do whatever it takes to, you know, get whatever he wants. And then another thing that goes along with the message of doing whatever it takes, there's a scene where both groups are joined up with joined forces to fight against the police, and if that doesn't like scream doing whatever it takes to get what you want, I don't know what will, because they actually hate each other and it's very clear that they're trying to tear each other apart. And just to be really clear, the groups themselves, the first group is superior, obviously. They're the ones that are being taken down, but the first group is falling and the second group is just basking like in their failure until they realize that they also are falling, and then the first group realizes this as well, and so they're waiting for each other to completely fall apart. So the video itself really does tie into the whole doing whatever it takes to get what you want kind of message, both from the first group and the second group. I really have no clue what happened to that girl. Honestly, she could have like destroyed that tape and like gone to the Bahamas or something, like nobody knows. But whether it be a girl or like illegal money or like destroying your enemies, I mean, do whatever it takes to get what you want. That's the message. So if you want to destroy your enemies, or, you know, if you want to like walk a mile to get nachos, like do whatever it takes to get what you want, I guess is the main point of this video. You're welcome. I'll see you in class. I'm so awkward. I'm really sorry about it.